Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey everybody, before we get started into this video, we just want to let you know that filmartsy will be transferring its name to filmartsyofficial. What does that mean for you guys, subscribers? Really not that much. It's the same old bond, it's the same content, it's the same great stuff we've been doing all this time with just a new initiative. So be ready for that change because we will be known as filmartsyofficial. Now let's get to the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to filmartsyofficial. I'm your guy 𝘧𝘪𝘵, and today we are talking about the What If episode 9 finale. Woo! We made it along this way. We've done reviews every single morning, and thank you so much for being along with this journey. We're gonna break down the episode, kind of talk about final thoughts and some things I thought were notable and worth mentioning. So let's get started. Before we hop right in, we always gotta ask a cheeky question, right? And my question is, what was your favorite moment in this episode? I have a couple that I would like to share with you guys right at the end, and so let me know.
And ponder the question. What if?
So we have a finale. What If has been a bumpy ride. It's had its ups and downs. I've had my moments and my enjoyments of this whole series, and this culminates to what I think is ultimately a pretty satisfying episode. I definitely have some kerfufflings and frustrations about it, but overall it was enjoyable. Really incredible action sequences, and overall a satisfying end to what has been a really interesting series. So it leaves us where we left off from last week, right? Ultron's got all the Infinity Stones, he's breaking universes, and the Watcher has decided he has to break his oath because this Ultron with Infinity Stones is going to destroy all universes, and he can't stand by idly and watch this. With him breaking his oath, he says, I'm going to gather a team to protect the multiverse, the guardians of the multiverse, and he hand selects a team of people that I wouldn't necessarily choose. The Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange is the only one in my mind that I'm like, that kind of makes sense, but then you think only like on a power dynamic, you're like, oh, I would pick a Hulk, Celestials, fully Infinity Stone, other people who are good, like anybody else. And he doesn't do that. He picks people from the What If series, which makes sense, obviously, because you're not going to just have all these random new characters show up. But at the same time, you're like, is that who I would choose for this situation? Okay. So he picks up the Gamora that killed Thanos. He picks up Star-Lord T'Challa. He picks up Party Thor, because he picks up Captain Carter, and he picks up Killmonger to join the team of the Guardians of the Galaxy with Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange. He debriefs them all on the situation, and basically their plan is to get the Soul Stone, stick it in Gamora's Infinity Stone Crusher, and destroy all the Infinity Stones, thus dispatching Ultron. Immediately when I heard the plan, I'm like, I don't know how that works. There's multiple Infinity Stones. Ultron seems pretty freaking strong. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with the Watcher. I'm not entirely sure what he's seeing here, but that doesn't seem like a plan. But I also chalked up to, when it comes to facing an all-powerful being, you sometimes have to go to a solution that seems a little wang job because you've made him too powerful. I mean, the guy freaking bit a universe, so it's hard for me to believe that they're going to stand any chance at all. But this is what the Watcher has concocted, and we see it play out. This leads to a really incredible epic battle between Ultron and these group of people, these guardians of the multiverse. And I have to say, the only reason they're able to fight him at all is because Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange puts a protection spell that gives them a little bit more resilience than they would have had just facing him straight up, which makes sense to me. I think Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange makes a lot of sense to being significant in this battle, and he has some incredible moments throughout this whole tussle between Ultron. Ultimately, as the battle goes on, they do indeed get a hold of that Soul Stone. I sat there like, okay, wow, that's crazy. Star-Lord T'Challa gets a hold of it, they take it, they put it in the Soul Crusher, they start crushing the Infinity Stones, and it seems like they've won. And I was like, well, that seemed really, really easy. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a really cool moment where Strange drops all the zombies on Ultron to get away and get out there some time, and Zombie Wanda shows up one more time, and that was pretty cool just to see her again, and also see that Wanda's freaking powerful. Like really, really, really powerful. They get the Infinity Stones away from Ultron, or seemingly so, but then Gamora realizes that this won't work, which I don't know why they didn't realize this at some point, because her Crusher only destroys the Infinity Stones in her universe, not anywhere else. Boy, that would have been nice to know before they try to go down this path. So Ultron regains all of his stones, and he realizes if I kill Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange, everyone else is going to be pretty easy to pick off, which is true, and a very logical conclusion by Ultron. A little late on the game there, but it is a logical conclusion. So Ultron starts directing all of his power and might towards killing Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange, and while this is taking place, Black Widow, who shows up at some point that I didn't mention, but she's here too, and Captain Carter concocted a plan to take the arrow with 𝘧𝘪𝘭𝑗 in it and shove it in the face of Ultron. They succeed. It's actually a really cool scene where Black Widow zooms on her bike, takes out Clint's bow, and shoots the arrow in honor of him directly into the eye. I'm glad she's good at shooting arrows. Didn't even think about that one. But she can shoot the arrow directly in the eye of the mask that's been pulled back by Captain Carter on Ultron's face, downloading the 𝘧𝘪virus. In doing so, 𝘧𝘪 is able to dispatch Ultron, which I guess is just showing how powerful 𝘧𝘪 was in his AI thing, because Ultron's a pretty significant AI, and I figured one with Infinity Stones would be pretty formidable. But that's what happens, and it ultimately results in Ultron's body falling over and Infinity Stones being available for anybody to take, which is where Killmonger jumps in. He literally does not a single other thing in this entire episode besides get the Infinity Stones to say, hey, we should use these to help our universes, to fix everything that's going on in our universes. And people are like, we shouldn't do that. And once again, I was like, there's Infinity Stones in all of your universes. If you want to do that, you can do that in your own universe. But I guess they could use these right now. 𝘧𝘪 brings back the body of Ultron and says, no, those Infinity Stones are mine. And Killmonger and 𝘧𝘪 ultimately get in a battle between who's going to get the Infinity Stones. This is when Strange realizes, oh, this was the whole point. We were never meant to win. And this is where I kind of like that they button up the reasoning behind this team was it was not about winning. It was about getting to this moment where no one has the stones. And Strange puts them in a pocket universe, in a mirror dimension, where they're forever stuck in that battle between who is going to get the stones. Thus protecting Ultron from ever coming to be, or having another being that can cross multiverses. And that's basically where the episode ends. They tie up a couple things. I was sad to see that Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange, is going to be stuck in his solo universe forever. But I guess he still has to live out his penance. My other moment was like, I guess the Watcher broke his oath, but then he's like, and now I won't get involved because I already broke my oath. I don't need to get any more involved. Or he did see him as the solution to the problem at hand. Who's to say? Ultimately, this finale was satisfying. I had some frustrations, but when it comes to ultimate powerful being like Ultron, you have to say something has to happen and it's got to be okay, and it's not going to be completely logical. Nothing's logical. It's Marvel. It's comics. You get over it. It's not all going to pan out in a logical way. It was a good series. It was a good finale. It had some ups and downs, and I think this is it. I don't think we're going to get more because that was kind of a pinnacle for the Watcher to break his oath, and so it'd be odd for me to see the series continue. I enjoyed what this was trying to be. I look forward to seeing more things created by Marvel, and if you enjoy all Marvel things, this is the thing for you, man. Like, if you like Marvel, you want a little cherry on top, watch this series. It's pretty fun for the most part. All that being said, if it had to come down to my favorite moments of this episode, is really every time Sorcerer Supreme is on screen, I loved it. I just think he's such an interesting character. I mean, him in the zombie episode, those are some real triumphs of this series. And so I think just seeing him in full powered action was very, very cool. As always, guys, if you like this episode and you want to see more, you are going to want to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because there's plenty more Marvel series that will be coming out and we'll be the first to review those. And as always, until next time, thank you so much for watching.